Hello beautiful people, good morning, dzień dobry. How's everybody doing? I hope you guys are doing amazing. In today's video, we are gonna be doing the Q&A. And you know what? I have been planning on doing this video, but then the weather did not cooperate. But Timon cooperated today. Look at him. You have a little cutie beside me, guys. Hi, Timek. I will surely miss this little cute. He decided to hop in here, and hopefully he's gonna stay there until the end of this video, so you guys will have some cuteness beside me, okay? I actually received quite a lot of questions from you guys on YouTube, Instagram, and also Facebook. So first things first, I want to thank everybody who have sent their questions. Thank you so much, guys, for taking the time and sharing your questions towards my life, my relationship, my family, and everything in between. Okay, so I have received like more than 250 questions, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it so I can answer as much questions as I can without making this video too boring and too long for you guys, okay? First question, during your visit in Poland, Robbie worked. He needs to make a living. Were you experiencing the life of becoming a housewife? Very interesting question. Well, definitely not. I actually don't like to take personal roles. I would say though that when we were in Philippines, I felt like I was, but here in Poland, no. I believe this is the first time we've seen you away from your family for such a long time. How has that adjustment been? And what have you learned about yourself and your family from that experience? Well, I have definitely learned that I can actually stand on my own feet and I can live on my own. A lot of you guys know that I live very close to my family. Same goes with my family as well. They can actually live without me. I'm very happy to be able to have this experience for sure, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Though there were times where I do miss them, but thanks to the technology that we have now, we can just call them. We have video calls, and also the cameras that Robbie installed at home really helps a lot as well. Living in Poland with Robbie and being fully immersed with their culture, what are the things that have influenced you a lot with respect to mindset, habit, expression, cultures, lifestyle, etc.? Well, I feel like some of you guys' questions are like a Miss Universe or like a pageant question. There are definitely a lot of influences that I have experienced while living here in Poland. When it comes to mindset and attitude, I would say Polish people are very resilient, and this is one of those things that Robbie have actually taught me. I would say ever since we've met, like he wants me to be tough. Polish people are actually really tough. I can see that in Robbie, I can see that in his mom and his brother, everybody else actually. Aside from that, they're very direct. You know how Filipinos are, we tend to sugarcoat things. Here, I really appreciate how honest and sincere they are. If there's something that they don't like, they're gonna say it in their face, and for some, it could be a bit blunt, but I think it teaches you to value honesty over superficial politeness. And when it comes to lifestyle influences, I would say it's their close connection to nature, whether it's about mushroom picking or going to the lake. I really love how Polish people loves to spend time outdoors, like it's part of their life. Robbie has taught me mushroom picking, and I really quite enjoy it, like just the calmness of walking around and the fulfillment that you feel when you get to see a mushroom. That really feels good. Next is they have work-life balance. Every Sunday, it's their time off from work, and it's about spending quality time with family. And I think this is one thing that I really like about Europe, is that I don't know if it's like all around Europe, but most of the malls every Sundays are closed, and that's really good because it makes you stay at home and spend some time with your loved ones. That's really nice, because way back home in the Philippines, a Sunday for us is like going to the mall. Though it's a different kind of bonding with a family, but I think it hits different when you're like bonding with your family at home and eating home-cooked food. Next that influenced me a lot is food culture. I love home-cooked meals now. Like I do really appreciate eating at home now, and I think this is something to do with Mama G being like the best cook, and she cooks the best food as well. But one thing that I have experienced here when it comes to eating time is that they they really like to eat together as a family, and it's more slow. So they really take their time to eat and not rush. So for example, when we had a birthday here of Mama G, I think at one time, we were just like on the table for, I don't know, 3-4 hours, just having food on the table, eating, talking, and laughing. And I never had that kind of experience before. Like in the Philippines, we just eat, and after we eat, probably be like 30 minutes to an hour, and that's it. Finish eating, get off from the table, go somewhere and just do karaoke, like drinking and all that. It's definitely a different kind of experience. What character trait of Poles would you like to transfer to the Philippines, and what character trait of Filipinos would you like to transfer to Poland? See how very good you guys are in sending me your questions. Wow, this is definitely like for pageants. There are a lot of character traits that Poland and Philippines do share. Like for example, hospitality. It's very present here in Poland, and I truly appreciate how hospitable Robbie's family are to me, and I have experienced it firsthand, not just in Robbie's family, in the neighbor's house. They're very hospitable as well. When Robbie and I visit there, she would ask like, do we want tea or coffee, water, vodka, beer, whatever. So I felt that warm welcome whenever I visit a new house here in Poland. Next is being resilient. We all know that Poland has a long history of struggle and rebuilding, and I think that taught people to endure hardships. This is something that we also share with Filipinos. You know how it is in the Philippines, we do get hit with natural phenomenon, may it be typhoon, flooding, earthquake, and of course Filipinos have this mindset of we'll get through this, we can do this, like babangon tayo. And I see that here in Poland as well, they have this mindset of we'll get through this. Next is hardworking. I can see it in the comments section, by the way, that you guys have a friend, workmate that is Polish, and you guys would mention that they're very hardworking, and I think it goes the same way with Filipinos all over abroad as well. Like we are always known to being hardworking, especially we have so many nurses all over the world, and this is something that Filipinos and Polish people share. Next is being family oriented. I've seen it firsthand here in Robbie's household, and this is something that attracted me to Robbie. He is also very family oriented, since I am as well, and I think it's a blessing to have a partner that share the same character traits with. So yeah, there are so many character traits that both Filipinos and Polish people share. I think there's only one thing that I want to share to the Filipinos. It's actually being direct. So yeah, in the Philippines, we're so used to sugarcoat things because we don't want the other person to get hurt or get offended. So we just tend to sugarcoat things and not truly say things directly. I think it's a very good character trait to have because it's gonna help you grow as a person, because for me, honesty is much more important. Okay, let's move on to the next question. This is from Zane TY. Zane, you are insane. You have so many questions. I'm gonna try to answer all of them, okay? Okay, first, how old are you and Robbie? I just turned 30 plus, 1994. You guys do the math, okay? And for Robbie, he is 1988. Next, what do you admire traits of Robbie, and what are the traits you did not like or used to with Robbie? The traits that I really admire with Robbie is that he is very respectful. First time I met him, one thing that I've noticed is him being so gentleman and respectful. And when I invited him to visit me at home, I also appreciate how he respected my mom and my papa, so that was a plus point for him. And what are the traits that I did not like with Robbie is I think him being direct, because it would come off for me as quite insensitive, coming from a country of sensitive and emotional people. So sometimes I get hurt when he's too direct to me, but yeah, over time I get to learn the importance of honesty than, you know, sugarcoating things. Why is the father and mother of Robbie not together? So Robbie's dad actually passed away. Is Robbie's brother want to find a Filipina as well to date and marry? This is a very funny question. I think so he wants, but he cannot speak English, so that will be hard. If you were given a chance to stay in Poland, what job would you apply for? Except for mushroom picker. You know what? On my TikTok, there's like so many Filipinos that are here in Poland working as a mushroom picker, and they do like a day in my life as a mushroom picker. And I'm like, oh, I can actually do that. You just sit down and like pick mushroom. I'm not quite sure. If I was not a vlogger, you know what? It was actually my dream to be a TV presenter, but unfortunately I did not finish BA Mass Communication, so that's why I'm doing vlogging now, because I just want to do a job where I just talk all day. Prior to vlogging, I was in a call center, so I was talking for like 8 hours straight. So yeah, we'll see. It depends what opportunity that will be presented in the future, but maybe it will be hard because I will have to learn Polish for sure, but maybe like teaching kids, maybe. We'll see. All right, let's move on to the next question. Okay, hello, who decided to go to Lithuania Vilnius for holidays? What you like or not? Dear Meljean, as Lithuanian, I never imagined see your vlog in Vilnius. Ah, hello, Davidas. Thank you so much for watching the vlog. All right, whose decision was it? I think it was a mutual decision to go to Lithuania. We just wanted to go somewhere that's new. I think it was more of me wanting to go there because I want to add another country to my travel wall. So now, instead of me having 22 countries that I have traveled, it's now 23 because we went to Lithuania. And as much as I wanted to like go to Latvia, Estonia, Robbie has very limited holiday at work, so we are not able to really travel a lot this time. We're focusing on him going to work. But yeah, I enjoyed Lithuania. Next, do you like Poland? What's the best place in Europe to visit? Ooh, yes, I do like Poland. I actually love Poland. It's a very safe country. They have good culture and interesting history, so I would highly recommend anyone traveling to Europe or any Schengen countries to put Poland on your list. Okay, what's the best place in Europe to visit? For me, so I have traveled to, let's say, 11 countries in Europe now, I would say. So out of all the 11 countries I have visited, my favorite would have to be Italy. It's actually both Robbie and I's favorite, but it actually depends what you like. If you want nature, I would recommend Switzerland. It's breathtakingly beautiful. But for Italy, I just love the food, I love the fashion. They also have nice beaches. I love Venice, I love gelato. It's just a very great country, and it's also full of history, and I love the architecture. So yeah, Italy for me. Next, apart from family and friends, what did you miss most in Poland? Wow, very good question. Apart from family and friends, I would say nothing really serious, but if you have to ask me one, it would have to be my kitchen. You know what, for 3 months I haven't cooked any meal at all, so I don't know how will I survive when I go home now. So yeah, let's see how will that go, guys. Next, what made you decide to be the best version of yourself, and how that impacted you in this point of your life? Thank you for that wonderful question. I would say it is not a decision, but a combination of an inner choice and outer influence. Inner choice for me because I wanted to grow. You know, growing up in the Philippines, poor and not really have much, I have this drive of wanting to grow and helping my family to have a better life. And the outer influence, for sure, it's my family. I really want to help them get out of poverty, and the impact it has in this point of my life is definitely a more stronger, more grounded, and more purposeful life. Next question, is Robbie gonna visit you this Christmas? Oh, I wish I have an answer to this. We're gonna have to ask Robbie for this question. I don't know yet, guys. Hopefully he can join us for Christmas, but we'll see, because I remember last year he had mentioned he wanted to spend Christmas here in Poland, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know yet. Question, Cheshmel, my cue for you is, how much did you know about Poland before you met Robert? Pozdrawiamy. Chesh, Mr. Fine CA. Oh, you guys will laugh at me on this, but to be honest, I didn't know much about Poland. I only know about the history during the war, and that's pretty much it. Not even in my list to travel here in Europe, but yeah, life has a way of surprising you. Now I would say I know quite a lot about Poland, know a bit of the language. I can even understand some of it. I can speak some of it, a bit of their culture, history, and yeah, habits, values, everything in between. Hello, what did you like most in Poland? Robbie, for sure. Next, do you think you can stay more longer or you could extend your visa? Oh, good question. So I do have a Schengen visa. They granted me 3 months. Thank you so much to the Polish embassy. But I don't think you are allowed to extend. I think you have to get out of the Schengen zone after 3 months, and then you can reapply and then you can come back. But yeah, I need to exit, so we gotta get out of here, guys. Next, do you plan to obtain a visa to visit New York City? You know what? US has been definitely on top of my list to visit, but I feel like it's so expensive to go there, and now they're changing some rules about obtaining a visa. Yeah, I don't know. If the opportunity is there, why not? Of course, I want to visit California, New York, but yeah, I would definitely love to visit US, guys. From DTL, how do you see your life now? A glass half full or half empty? How do you see your life 5 years from now? A glass half full or half empty? Wow, nice question. How do I see my life now? Definitely a glass half full. I would always see the positive side of things, no matter how challenging things could be. I would always see the good side of it. 5 years from now, a glass half full for sure, of course. I know tomorrow is not promised and the future is definitely unpredictable, but I always am very optimistic in the future that good things are coming and beautiful things are on my way. So yeah, thank you DTL for this question. Very good. Besides from being a vlogger, MJ, are you working different job as well? Just curious. I would say it's not a job, but I do have a side hustle aside from vlogging. Next, what kind of dog is Timon? Oh my gosh! It's for Timon, this question, guys. So Timon is a little cutie and he's a one of a kind and he is the boss of the house and he's the most favorite of everyone. And he is one of my favorite in Poland. It's Timon. So Timon is a Pekinchik or Pekingesi. Pekingesi. How do you say that? Let me know in the comments. Pekinchik in Polish. Next, do you like the cold season in Poland or the summer season? Ooh, good question. You know what? I would say I have not really experienced the cold season here in Poland because I was not here when it's like snowing and winter. So the first time I was here, it was October, so I think it was still autumn and I think it was not as cold. I'm actually very curious like how the winter is here in Poland. We'll see if I'd be able to experience that. But I would say summer for sure. You know, growing up in a tropical country, of course, it's my comfort zone. I just want to be hot, hot, hot. Next, is Robbie going with you to PH? If not, when is going back to Philippines? Robbie is definitely not going with me to the Philippines, unfortunately, but that's because he has a big project coming up that he has to attend to. He have looked for flights already to go to the Philippines, but we still don't know yet when is that going to be because he doesn't know when is he going to be able to finish this project that he will work on. Next question. Hi MJ, you said Robbie knows you so well, but do you know him throughout as well? Good question. I would say this trip have made me known Robbie on a deeper level. I feel like Robbie is much different when the camera is off for the better. Am I right? Yes, that's right. Robbie is very different when the camera is off, guys. Like he's very touchy, he's very sweet, he's very affectionate, and when he knows that the camera is on, he's like a totally different person. He wouldn't want to share that with you guys, which I'm okay with. I really don't want him to do things just because the camera is on as well, you know what I mean? So yeah, he's a different person. You don't see the soft side of him on camera. Next question. How many more days until you leave Poland? Oh, I do have 2 days left, guys. Yes, 2 days. Insane. Time flies so fast. 3 months is gone. That is so crazy. Okay, this is gonna be the last question. When are you getting married? Here we go again. This question is always present whenever I do a Q&A. Guys, only God knows, okay? For now, we're enjoying our company. We're getting to know each other on a deeper level, and this trip is about me testing the waters if I could actually survive living here in Poland, trying to adjust each other other's attitude. You know, we do have different culture, we have different upbringing, we also have to sacrifice some things. So we'll see in God's perfect time. For now, we're just enjoying each other, okay? Anyway, that concludes our Q&A, guys. Thank you so much again for sending your questions, and thank you so much to Mr. Timon for being so nice and for staying around. Oh, see, Timon is the most loyal one, I know, and I love him so much. And Bendy Teshnich, Timonek, Timonek is gonna go with Chocha to Philippine. Do Philippine, Timonek, tak? With Chocha. Timonek, chodź tutaj. Daj buźki, chodź tutaj. O mój Boże! Wow! Hi, Timonek. Ayay ka. Say Chesh, guys. Chesh. Say hello to the guys. Say hello to the guys. Oh, I'm gonna miss you, Timonek. Chocha is gonna miss you a lot. Oh, Chocha will be sad. But Voyek will send your video, okay? You take care of Voyek, okay? You take care of Robert, okay? While Chocha is gone. Dobra? Oh, kocham cię, Timon. Kocham cię, Timek. Say kocham cię, Chocha. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog right here. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A. I will see you guys on my next one. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for the Countryside Diaries in Cebu. It's happening really soon. We are going back home and I'm excited to see the Fam Bam, the house in there as well, and see how Cebu is, if there's some new developments. So I hope you guys will subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Don't forget to smile and be happy. Bye. Say bye. Bye-bye.